Good morning, Hornets. Today is Thursday, February 29th, and today is leap year day as we normally do not have February 29th on our calendars. Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So if you want to join, talk to Mrs. Baker about that in D201. Monday, March 4th is Carson's campaign, and Tuesday, March 5th is Kaylee. So be sure that you talk with Mrs. Baker if that is something of interest to you. It's after school until 4:30 on both days. DC trip students, make sure you have that Google form done. See Mrs. Cianciola or Mrs. Sanger if you have any questions. That needs to be taken care of by tomorrow. I want to give a shout out to the Power of the Pen creative writing team. They have had 5 team members advance to the regional round of the creative writing tournament, which is going to be held on Saturday this weekend. So we have Lydia Price and Addison Herring for 8th grade, and 7th graders are Coda Douglas, Ella Rutherford, and Olivia Fields. So congratulations to those 5 Power of the Pen creative writing team students, and best of luck on Saturday. Way to represent us well. 2v2 basketball today. So this was purchased at the Hornet Point store. We have Kason Woodward and Daniel Perstiani taking on myself and Mr. Timming. I brought my good shoes today. We should be in for a great contest. Hive. Cheerleading tryouts. Remember to save the date for a mandatory pre-trial meeting, which is going to be Wednesday next week at 7 o'clock in the elementary cafeteria. And then tryouts will be the following week, with your clinics being on the 14th and 15th and actual tryout being on the 17th. Okay, so save the date for that meeting, Wednesday, March 6th at 7 o'clock. Third quarter incentive check. We talked about it all week. Make sure your grades are where they need to be. Hopefully, with your signatures, discipline, and absences, you have qualified for the trip. That will be done during Hive tomorrow. So make sure that is where it needs to be. We're going to the web next week. Let Mrs. Cianciola, Mrs. Boggs, or myself know if you have any questions about the incentive trip next week. If you are a 7th and 8th grade student interested in playing softball, there are tryouts on Monday next week from 7 to 9 in the junior high gym. Make sure you bring athletic shoes and any softball equipment you may need. And today is the final day of Black History Month. And today we're recognizing Maya Angelou. Most notably, she was a terrific U.S. writer, performer, dancer, singer, and professor. She's best known for her poetry and several books based on her life, especially I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. In 2009, she read a poem at presidential inauguration of President Barack Obama, where she was the first African-American woman to write and present. So today we are recognizing Maya Angelou for all of her contributions to society. And that is all for our morning announcements. I hope everybody has a fantastic day in Hornet Country.